As the economy in West Virginia continues to reopen, we have the mask mandate being lifted throughout West Virginia on Sunday, 2 days from now. The West Virginia Small Business Development Center, WV SBDC, is encouraging people to support small businesses through this brand new campaign. It's called Come In, We're Open, which just launched yesterday afternoon. And what I'd like to do now, before we jump into this, is I'd like to roll the video to kind of introduce this to our audience. Hampton?
Whether you were born here or you made it here as quickly as you could, this is where we call home. We're all West Virginians. Proud, hardworking, welcoming, open. What connects us? It's much more than these majestic mountains and flowing rivers. More than our history and where we're from. It's that sense of community we all share. That's what connects us. Our local small businesses are an essential part of that community. It's often said that small business is the backbone of West Virginia. They're our friends, our family, our neighbors. So support your community. Think of your local small business first. Come in, we're open.
Deborah Martin, Director of WV SBDC. This is great. Tell us a little bit about how this new initiative just came about.
So a year ago, back in February of 2020, which seems like a lifetime ago at this point, we all remember that Congress passed the CARES Act, and the SBDC was fortunate to get some funding from the CARES Act to help companies respond to and recover from the coronavirus pandemic. And one of the things that we proposed for our project was to think forward to knowing that at some point we were going to come out of the pandemic response and companies were going to need to get their customers back. You know, at that point, when we got the funding, everything was completely shut down. But we knew that at some point in the not too distant future, we thought everything would get back to normal and companies would need to get their customers back and to let the public know that they were still alive and healthy and needed to get people in the door. And so we came up with this idea for just generically for a campaign, a broad campaign to make the public aware that businesses had survived the pandemic. They were eager to get their customers back and wanted them to know that their doors were open.